The daily deal services have exploded in recent years. Services like Groupon are taking a huge amount of business, and a lot of companies are asking themselves whether it makes sense for them to do a deal with Groupon. The answer to that is really dependent on the type of business you have. For one, it really helps to have a retail location if you're going to do a Groupon, because you want people to know where you are. People are going to come into your store. If you are selling a product like a bag of potato chips, there's not really any way to fit that into the Groupon model. But if you have a retail location, a Groupon might be for you. Another consideration is whether or not you can absorb the low margin. When you do a deal with a daily deal service like Groupon or Living Social, you have to accept the fact that they're going to take a cut. They're going to take a large percentage of the deal. Maybe they'll take 50%. So if you're reducing the price of your item, and you're also splitting the proceeds with the service, then you're really looking at about a 25% margin. And you need to be able to absorb that cost in order to make the deal successful for you. You also have to ask yourself whether you can handle the traffic. Depending on how high the cap on your deal is, you may have hundreds or thousands of new customers coming in, maybe even on one specific day. And that's something you'll want to consider, because you don't want to do the business and do it badly. You want to put your best foot forward with all these new customers. And finally, you want to anticipate the end of the deal. If you have a deal that every Groupon expires, every daily deal has an expiration date, and as you approach that date, people are going to start to panic and want to cash in their deal. Are you ready? You need to anticipate that deal and have a plan for it, and maybe up your resources to anticipate the end of that deal. So those are a couple of considerations if you are thinking about putting your brand into a daily deal service like Groupon.